There are a lot of wonderful things that Chabad has introduced into the world. Chief amongst them, of course, is the whole notion of outreach, whether it's giving out matzah before Pesach, encouraging men to put on tefillin, girls to light Shabbat candles, and of course now on Chanukah, ensuring to put up large menorahs in big places to ensure to attract a lot of attention to the very miracle of Chanukah. And many wonder, what is the significance of putting up a public menorah? Is it simply to mimic big trees in city centers? And the answer, of course, is no, certainly not. In fact, we are the originators within Judaism of wanting to spread the underlying significance of light that the menorah represents wherever we go. The mitzvah is all about what we call persume nisa, spreading the miracle, spreading the light, sharing the deeper message. What is that deeper message? Is it just about recalling an event that happened over 2,000 years ago, or is there some contemporary relevance in this, our 21st century? Well, let's consider. In the first instance, it stood as the first beacon of religious liberty at a time when there were those who were seeking to stifle religious expression. The menorah, as a result of the victory, stands as an ongoing testament to the fact that all people of all faiths have the very real right to be able to express their religiosity in any land of precious liberty. But perhaps even more so and most poignant right now is the fact that it also reminds us about the idea of illuminating the darkness. When we have resolutions passed by a Security Council of the United Nations that goes against the very grain of all things decent, looking to vilify Israel in the face of every other bit of chaos that's going on currently in the Middle East, we look at the lights of the menorah and we draw inspiration, and we know that even in this moment of darkness, even when the current administration in Washington throws us to the wolves, an unprecedented act after so long a period of true amity and friendship, we don't lose hope, we don't lose faith. We look at the candles and we remember we prevail then, and regardless of whatever goes on in these houses of darkness, we will prevail now as well. And then, of course, there are the little miracles that the light brings into the open, even in today's day and age. Take, for example, last night, where I was giving a talk to a whole group of girls from a Coral Springs high school here in Fort Lauderdale. And I asked them before we began to ensure to light a small candle menorah. But why? We already lit before we came together here tonight. Yes, but it's a Jewish gathering. It's Chanukah. It's about spreading the message, spreading the miracle. Let's do it regardless. Let's have the candle burn, even in the midst of our gathering, in the midst of my talk, in the midst of all the eating. Sure enough, as the candle was flickering inside, a couple were walking from a nearby restaurant outside, were drawn to the light, knocked on the door, asked if they can perhaps have a menorah of their own. They are Jewish. They didn't obtain one yet this year. This reminded them of the festival of Hanukkah, in which they too wanted to participate. A small and yet nevertheless significant modern-day miracle, bringing a little bit of light into the lives of otherwise somewhat forlorn Jews. So Hanukkah in the 21st century is every bit as relevant as it was all that time ago, because it reminds us of our religious freedom. It reminds us to draw inspiration even in the pockets of darkness surrounding us, that we will prevail. And it tends to still inspire people and bring a little bit of light into those desperately yearning souls of all Jews throughout. Stay happy, be inspired.